If that happens just slightly, because a lot of people are in a cave-in situation when it comes to their lives. They're literally buried under a series of antiquated, stale symbols that they're looking at the universe through, and they feel trapped. It's like their shoes are too tight.
Yeah.
And if like a psychedelic or meditating too, and I really mean that. I'm not just saying that because I really think meditation has a very similar effect. But any of these things, they reset those symbol structures in your brain. And if you just if you're in a cave-in and you get an extra inch compared to like being compressed against the wall, that's a big fucking deal, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think
sense.
it's like when you take a psychedelic, it's like if your life is a polluted city. Like, what are those polluted, like, what's that city? Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like the psychedelic all of a sudden takes you in a helicopter outside the pollution. And so now you're seeing, oh God, the air up here is so fresh. It's so nice down here. But the thing is, the helicopter's gonna land. It's gonna put you back out into your city, and that's where the job starts, which is like, shit, man, it's nice up there. How can I clean this fucking thing up? And then that's when you start doing things like exercising, meditating, or that's where you like create just a very simple intention in everything you do, which is, as much as possible, I'm going to try to alleviate the suffering of people around me as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, that might not be a lot, but it's fun. It's a very wonderful, that kind of simple intention can really depollute your subjective city that you've been sucking in shitty gas.
There was one time that I saw it that I was the only time I was like I ever guide to somebody, but it was Willie Hunter was on him, and he was shitting on Vine. He was shitting on some like comic who would become like a Vine star. You know, so she was a shitty comic, but she became like and he was like, oh, I hate Vine. We're like, oh man, they're fun. They're 6-second like fun videos. And he's like, no, I hate them. We're like, what about a 6-second YouTube video? You watch that? I don't, whatever. He was just big shitty. And we're like trying to talk about it. He wouldn't stop. Then we started doing the mushrooms, and he was like, I'm a bad person. I was interacting, and everyone's like, no, you're fine. And he kept doing it, and then eventually I was like, no, listen, you're right. That was you being a bad person. Yeah. He's like, I'm so sorry. But I was like, it's okay, because here's the deal. From now on, you don't have to be that anymore. You can just let that go and let people talk. He's like, yeah. And that's what it shows you. Like, you can change.
But that thing you're talking about where you realize, shit, I'm a bad person, that is, I can't remember the name. In Buddhism, there's an actual name for that. And it's considered to be a very sweet moment where you need that moment. It's fertilizer, where you need that moment where you look at your life and you feel this very specific kind of sadness because you look at all the times you could have been kinder, all the times you could have like called that person back, all the times you could have made decisions that were pushing your boat in the direction of a better world, and you didn't do it. And you should feel sad about that. But you shouldn't spend your whole life feeling sad about it. Right. You should just spend some time there and look at it and think, okay, well, that's gone. The past has been devoured by time. There's only this moment now. And so from this point forward, as much as I can, my decisions are going to be based on reducing the suffering of my species. And that means...
Pick up your trash. So you litter before doesn't mean you have to keep going forever.
Simple.